Hi all, so welcome back to my channel. So today we will quickly talk about Swagger UI and why I'm telling this. Because already we talked about Postman, we talked about Rest Assured. So why about Swagger UI now? The reason is when in real time you work on a project and if you don't have any documentation available, so you will really struggle. So you will have the API endpoints, but you don't know what to do, what parameters I need to pass to the body, what are those details. So now you will go to developer, they don't have any documentation. So now what's the solution of it? The solution is Swagger UI. So the developer will give you simply this Swagger URL, and then they will ask you, now this is the thing you have, and now you can have all those details which you needed. So that's where Swagger comes into the picture. So it is an open source tool that provides an interactive web interface for visualizing and testing APIs defined using the open API specifications. So this is all theory. So I will just go through it. Then we will directly jump into that. So it allows developer to explore API endpoint, view their details, send test requests, see response. That is what I told. Let's go to the next thing, why we are using. So Swagger UI also automatically generates the interface from OpenAI definition. So it will display HTTP method, parameter request, payload response, authentication also. So you will see all those things. So let's directly jump into one of the example related to Swagger. So here I have one thing. So if you see in the URL, it start with pet store. So you will have your one. So in your company, if it is some blah blah blank, so you will see some blah blah blank.com/swagger like that. So you will have those in this explore tab. You can have some internal API, some external. So you may get two drop downs also here now based on how they have developed it. So in our case here, it only talks about petstoreswagger.io. So here, if you see now a schema, it will tell HTTPS, HTTP. You can just select whatever you want. And if you see now, we have an endpoint here called pet. So based on the ID you give, it will tell what uh, pet what pet details it will retrieve. So that's why I told find pet by ID. So it will at least giving me some information. It is also telling me, okay, you have to provide pet ID and this is required. So all this information I won't get in Postman. I won't be getting in Rest Assured. So I should have some documentation which should tell me. So at least this is giving me some idea here. Okay, yeah, this is the pet ID I need to provide. So now I can go copy it and just use it in my Postman tool, right? So here simply I can give it a try. I will just give a pet ID here as 111, and I will see if it is I'm able to execute it here also or not. So if you see, I am able to execute it here. So it just gave me what I executed request URL. We got the 200 response, so you can okay. We didn't get 200. It seems we got 404. So maybe because it maybe that does not exist. So okay, I think yeah, we got the response and this is the response 200, and maybe they are explaining if you got 200, this is how you will get the response, and there is if for invalid input you may get 405. So let's try some invalid thing like some random value or maybe strings. Okay, it does not even allow strings. Let's go with some numerical value. 404. So okay, 404 not found. This is directly we got because this does not exist. Now what we will do, we will try to see some, yeah, post request. We will see. So now what I will do, I will try to pass some pet detail, maybe using some post API, and let's see what I can use. So far, I see maybe this one I can try it out. When I need to pass my body like this, let me try 1, 2, 3. Maybe my name, VIP. Okay, photo URL we don't have. Tags, I don't know. I'm just putting random value. I don't know. So, okay, status is available. Let me try and execute whether it will work or not. If it works, we should get 200. Okay, we got 200, and I think it got generated because I got the response body. Cool. So let's see now. I will try to give ID 12 if I can get those detail here. Okay, 12, execute. Yep, see, I got the details. So whatever I created, I got it. Now let's try creating one more pad data here. So let's go to the post call and we will try to clear everything and then let's give it a try with some value called 123. I will give name as Viplav and let's try status is not available. Maybe this pad is not available. I executed, I got 200 and it seems okay, it didn't take my type. Maybe I is not, it is not at all a right type, but it accepted it. So let's again try with 1 to 3 value. If I am getting it, whatever I tried to create, I guess yes, it has taken it. If you can see ID 1 to 3, it gave my name with love. So again, I think it's working. So here you will see now with every endpoints, I'm getting at least some detail. Update a pet in a store with form data. Here it deletes, it uploads an image. You can do add a new pet to the store. There are various things like they have provided. At least we have a documentation. We know what is required field. We know all this. Even if you click model, it will give this is ID category, and even here there are not much detail. Yeah, here are see. So name accept integer. It will accept string. So like this, you will get all those example also in status, right? I was struggling a little bit. So now even I know it is an enum and I can only provide available, pending and sold. So I didn't know this because I was giving some random values and it was not accepting. So maybe I can try a new word now, sold. So I will go to this and I will try it here and then I will write it as sold. Maybe it will start accepting it. Let's give 444, 444. I will try everywhere 444 and I will execute. See, response I got sold also, and I believe I gave ID as 44. Let's give it 44 here and also execute. Yeah, so response also here we got status sold 444, and again I will try to get the same using the ID which I created 444, execute it, and yep, see we got it now. Status also previously it was unknown, now it is sold. So likewise, Swagger is a very beautiful tool where you can execute it and even you have all documentation. This is really, really helpful. We use it daily in our work. It's the Swagger only which saves the tester because it has all those details. So in future, let's suppose I found a bug where it is accepting the unavailable status also. Then I can go to my dev and can tell them, okay, it is accepting these value, which it should not. So there we find the bug. But if I don't know what it is accepting, how can I find the bug randomly? I cannot. So this is where the validation and API testing comes into the picture, and this is where you find the defect, right? Like name, if I don't want the numbers to be accepted, but somehow when I created my post request, it accepted it. So that is wrong. And when I do put request, some random error or we got 404 not found. And even if I had created the pet, so there also there is an issue. So this is how the API testing we generally do. And this is all manually how we have to verify. This can be done through rest assured when we do automation. But this is one of the major thing in real life we use, and Swagger plays a very important role in our day-to-day life of API testing. So this topic is must you should go through it and practice it. I will also post this practice URL to you. Do it, and if you are asked in a question how you use Swagger, you can tell like this. So I think this video gave you a little knowledge on the Swagger and how in real life we work on it. So that's pretty much for today. I believe you will be practicing it a lot, and keep following me, keep subscribing me. Thank you all, thank you for your time. It's okay, thank you, bye bye.